Does life ever feel like it's constantly testing your limits? The notifications, the deadlines, the pressure, it can all feel overwhelming. We're all looking for peace, right? A way to navigate the chaos. But what if the ultimate guide to not just surviving, but truly thriving, was perfected more than 1,400 years ago? Today, we're diving into the mind of one of history's most influential figures, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And this isn't just a history lesson. We're exploring the psychological tools that made him resilient and how his ancient wisdom can help us today. This is about a mindset that changed the world, and maybe it can change yours too. The psychology of unshakable patience. What comes to mind when you think of patience? Is it just about waiting? Or is it something deeper? In the life of the Prophet, peace be upon him, patience, Sabr, wasn't about passive endurance. It was an active, conscious choice. One of the most powerful examples comes from the Prophet's journey to Taif. After losing his wife Khadija and his uncle Abu Talib, he sought refuge in the city of Taif. Instead of help, he was mocked, ridiculed, and attacked. Despite the physical and emotional pain, he didn't respond with anger. When the angel Gabriel offered to destroy the city, the Prophet prayed for their future instead. He said, "I hope that Allah will bring out from their descendants people who will worship Him alone." That's Sabr in action. It's about creating a space between what happens to you and how you choose to respond. It's about responding with wisdom, not reactive emotion. In our own lives, when we face setbacks or frustrations, this lesson of Sabr is key. It teaches us to pause, reflect, and choose a path of grace. The mindset of radical forgiveness. Resentment is heavy. It's like carrying around a sack of rocks, and yet, forgiveness frees you from that weight. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, showed us the power of forgiveness in the face of extreme adversity. For years, he and his followers were persecuted, boycotted, and tortured. They lost their homes, their families were torn apart. Yet when he returned to Mecca as a victorious leader, the same people who had oppressed him now stood before him, fearing revenge. But instead of seeking retribution, the Prophet declared, "Go, for you are all free." This act of radical forgiveness liberated not only his enemies, but also himself. Forgiveness, in this sense, isn't about condoning wrong actions, but freeing yourself from the grip of anger and revenge. He even forgave the man who killed his beloved uncle, Hamza. This is true mental and emotional freedom, letting go of hatred and embracing mercy. The practice of ancient mindfulness. Mindfulness is a buzzword today, but its roots go much deeper. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, integrated mindfulness into every aspect of his life. The 5 daily prayers, Salah, weren't just rituals. They were moments of intentional focus, a chance to disconnect from worldly distractions and reconnect with the divine. His constant practice of Dhikr, remembrance of God, was another way he cultivated a state of mental clarity and peace. By focusing his mind on gratitude and praise, he trained himself to stay present and calm, even in chaos. Even in daily activities like eating and drinking, the Prophet was mindful. He advocated for eating slowly, drinking in sips, and being aware of every moment. These simple habits weren't just about physical health. They were about developing a deep awareness of each moment, which is a core principle of modern mindfulness practices. The leader's humility, strength in service. When we think of leaders, we often imagine those with power, authority, and pride. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, redefined leadership with his humility. He wasn't an arrogant ruler, but a leader who worked alongside his followers. He mended his own clothes, helped with household chores, and even dug trenches in battle. His leadership was rooted in service. He didn't seek to elevate himself. Instead, he elevated those around him. Modern psychology tells us that humble leaders foster trust, cooperation, and innovation. Prophet Muhammad's humility created strong, loyal relationships, and he taught that true strength lies in serving others. The life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, provides us with timeless psychological principles that can help us navigate today's world. Whether it's patience in adversity, forgiveness in the face of betrayal, mindfulness in chaos, or humility in leadership, his example offers practical tools for building emotional resilience. If this exploration resonated with you, take a moment to like this video and subscribe for more content that bridges ancient wisdom with modern life. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these psychological insights, patience, forgiveness, mindfulness, or humility, do you feel is most needed in the world today? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. The psychology of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, isn't just historical. It's a living blueprint for a resilient, purposeful life. His teachings on patience, forgiveness, mindfulness, and humility remain relevant and practical for navigating the complexities of our modern lives. By embodying these principles, we not only grow in character, but also find a deeper sense of peace and purpose. His life shows us that the most profound psychological strength comes from aligning with wisdom, grace, and service to others. Peace be upon him.